Good morning, children. Welcome to today's culture course class. In today's class, we will learn about Jnanadeva, a great saint, children. So, lesson 9, Jnanadeva, is going to be our today's lesson, children. So, once upon a time, there lived a great saint called Jnanadeva. How was his childhood, and who were his parents, and what were the great things he did? That's what we are going to learn today, children. Let us start. Once upon a time it happened on the banks of the Godavari in Maharashtra. There was a village called Apegayon, children. So a saintly person called Bital Pant lived in that village with his wife. His wife's name was Rakumabai. For a long time they had no children. So because of this, he was so worried. And he went from Vitalpant, he went to Kasi and he studied under a guru. After some time, his guru said, he blessed him and he said, you go back to your village, definitely you will have children. So Vitalpant returned home. 3 sons and a daughter were born to him. They were Nivritinath, Jnanadeva, Sopana, and there was a girl called Muktabai. Once what happened, Vitalpant went to Triambak near Nasik with his children. There was a hill called Brahmagiri. The river Godavari starts from that hill only. While the father and the children were walking up the hill, a tiger suddenly appeared. Seeing it, all of them ran away. Even you can see the picture. Vitalpant, Jnanadeva, Sopana and Muktabai arrived home safely. So the tiger was chasing them like this and they all got scattered here and there. So Nivritinath became separated due to this. See, however, returned home after some time. But let us see what happens to him in this meanwhile when he was not there with the family. This is what happened. Seeing the tiger, Nivritinath looked shelter in a cave. In that cave there was a saint. He liked Nivritinath and taught him how to worship God. Later when Vitalpant died, Nivritinath taught Jnanadev how to worship God. The guru of Jnanadeva was none other than his own brother. Very soon, Jnanadeva became learned in the Shastras. Once a saint named Sachidananda Baba fell ill with a dangerous disease. Jnanadeva cured him by his miraculous powers. From that time, Baba himself became the disciple for Jnanadeva. You have heard of the Bhagavad Gita, no children? It is a book of religious poems. It contains the teachings of God Krishna as conveyed to Arjuna. So Jnanadeva became very learned in the Gita. He spoke to people explaining the meaning of the Gita in Marathi. Sachidananda Baba wrote out all Jnanadeva said. Whatever Jnanadeva was saying, Sachidananda he was writing. The book so composed is now called Jnaneshwari. The book is called as like that. He was all the time he was learning the Shastras and he was fluent in saying the poems about the Bhagavad Gita. So the book was so composed is now called Jnaneshwari. Jnaneshwari explains the meaning of the Gita so well and it contains so many examples of everyday life that it appeals to everyone. Jnanadeva was only 19 years of age that time. Jnanadeva also wrote another book called Amritanubhava. So another book also he wrote that is called as Amritanubhava. Once Jnanadeva went to Pandarpur to worship God Vithala. So there he met another saint called Namadeva. They at once became united together in a long companionship. From there they travelled together to many places like Delhi and Banaras. Wherever they went, they taught the people the love of God. When Jnanadeva was just 22 years old, he went to Alandi near Pune. There in front of the temple of goddess Siddheshwara, Jnanadeva gave up his life by an act of his own will. So this is the practice the saints used to do. People have raised a samadhi over his body there in the place Alandi near Pune. When a sannyasi saint dies, people dig a pit in the ground, place his body in it and fill it with sand. Over it, they build a small temple. It is called Samadhi. Jnanadeva Samadhi at Alandi has become a place of pilgrimage. Large number of people go to worship there. So this is a story about a great person. You can see Jnanadeva and his book Jnaneshwari. Jnaneshwari was very uh, famous book which is having the poems about the Bhagavad Gita. Later he writes another book called Tanubhava also. And as just now we read in the near Pune in Alandi, we can even find the Samadhi of this great saint. Jnanadeva Samadhi at Alandi has become a place of pilgrimage. Large number of people go to worship there as he was a person of knowledge and wisdom, children. So now in this story you can see some words like miraculous mean divine, conveyed, taught, companionship is friendship. Like that, some few words are given. You can learn the meanings as usual. And after reading the lesson 2-3 times, you will be understanding the complete story about Jnanadeva, and you will be able to answer the questions given in the textbook, children, page number 27. Yeah, so read the lesson and try to answer the questions given in your textbook, page number 27. 27, children. Yes, children, let us meet in the next class. Bye bye, children.